Namaste Krishna Rao garu. Welcome to IYRTalks English edition. We already spoke, more number of times on the relationship between India and Canada. Now, again, as the days are progressing and as the elections are coming, days are nearing in Canada, the relationships between India and Canada is just getting strained day by day with the counter statements given by the President Trudeau. If we go back, then the basic, the crux of the problem is in supporting the Sikh extremism in Canada for his survival, because more or less the number of people who are over there who got the immigration and got the citizenship, Canadian citizenship, is numbering more day by day over there in Canada. And Trudeau, in true sense, to gain popularity and to get back to the power, he is playing all gimmicks of to appease that community just by paying homage to Mr. Nizar, who has been killed, and also coming to India and going to Golden Temple, and then in the Sikh attack, trying to the ritual and all that. Forgetting about his real strategy of doing ruling and administrative capacities and all that. He is going into little politics of trying to take advantage of instigating the terrorism feelings of the Sikhs and all that, and trying to strain relations between India. No doubt India will be a very good ally for him for the total development of the economy, but he is trying to distance that, but trying to concentrate on his own self elevation into the post next time by hook or crook. In fact, which he is the graph shows day by day his chances of winning is coming down. Can you just elucidate a little on the latest trends in the Indian-Canadian relationships?
One thing that this episode exposes is the double standards and the hypocrisy of the West. It's not just Canada, it's a plot of America and Canada together. Without America getting involved in it and giving him a green signal, he wouldn't have taken it to this extent. My hunch is there's something more than what meets our eye. Maybe America expected something from India in terms of the overall international relationships, where India did not side with American interests. Basically, Russian-Ukraine war. India can consistently stand which is in the best interest of India. And in a number of other things where America would like India to be totally with this. Though they are broadly with America and a strategic partner in the Asia Pacific in containing China. But India has its own identity and would like to follow its own path rather than be somebody 100% allied with a big nation like America, which America might not have liked. Otherwise, none of these issues are something which should have been blown up to that proportion. They could have been diplomatically settled one-to-one in a very, very calm way instead of making it public and making it bazaar. Basically, what Trudeau has done he made it into a bazaar fight and raking up all sorts of things. Point is, you go back to the issue, who is Nizar? Is a criminal. A criminal who should never have become a Canadian citizen. You falsify the documents, give him the citizenship, and today say he is a citizen, so he is protected. Even then, you don't provide any evidence that anyone is involved in his killing. Like the Verma, the High Commissioner to Canada, just now saw his interview. It's revealing the audacity of these Western fellows. The Canadian thinks he can apply for a visa today without agenda, without mentioning whom he wants to meet in India, and he expects a visa to be given immediately so that he can fly over to Delhi, and people should be waiting for him to have a meeting. I mean, ridiculous level of, taking things for granted. Very correctly, Canadian embassy told, we need time to process a visa. I mean, just as from that side also to process a visa, you take a week, we also take a week, and then we'll have to find out the availability of those people, and you need to give an agenda to fix up a meeting. Without an agenda, there cannot be a meeting. So they really got flabbergasted. They didn't expect it. It hurt their superiority complex. Taking things for granted. So this one thing which is glaringly coming out of the way they are behaving. And then a political statement, a commissioner of police gives. And this being given publicity at the highest level, press conference being taken by Trudeau and his ministers. India is doing the right thing. They are downplaying the whole thing. For all the accusations they are making, an undersecretary in the foreign ministry is giving his reply in a press statement. That's the way it should be. Yes, India has handled it well, stood its ground firmly, but can they take this same fight to the same level with USA? May not be, because not required also. Because in the long run, the strategic interests of India need us to have a very, very friendly relationship with USA. So I think they are tackling it in a different way as far as USA is concerned. For Canada, yes, they are tackling the way it should be tackled. Till now, first thing is, without giving any evidence, he himself admits all the information that he has is an intel information. It's not a evidence, and the ambassador, the High Commissioner to Canada, who recently was withdrawn from government, correctly told, both governments, India and Canada, are countries, democracies where rule of law prevails. Where rule of law prevails, if you have an evidence, the evidence is equally relevant, either it's in Canada or in India, shows the evidence. For that they don't have an answer. So this is the way he is doing it. Hopefully this man may go. This man may go either because his own Liberal Party will throw him out, or he will lose in the next elections in 2025. And very correctly, the recent edition of Economist has summed up what this man is. You can win an election by style, but you need substance to govern. These are the words they have used, very, very correct words. This chap lacks substance. He proved himself that he lacks substance. That's why he is escalating it to such a high level. Yes, what are the repercussions? India definitely will suffer in the short run, because there's a lot of complementarity between Canadian economy and Indian economy. They have labor shortage. We have labor surplus, skilled labor who want to go, and they are willing to take them. So that process may get a little postponed because of this unsavory incidents happening because of Trudeau. Second, for education also, Indians are looking to Canada as an important destination for studies. That also will get affected. Then Canada is resource rich basically, lot of minerals, lot of area. So India needs them. There also we have a complementarity. There also we'll have some problems for some more time to come. But hopefully this man will go and should go, and a better sense should prevail, and a better alternative should emerge in Canada for us to have a more meaningful dialogue with its government, because this is a totally meaningless third-rate dialogue that this man is spreading around.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for the update. Thank you.